So my name is Lindsey Redfern, and I have been working for Jenn for many years. I am her content creator. So I write her website and run her social media and help with emails and graphics and stuff like that. And then we have lots of random projects that we work on too. So that's how she knows me and how I came to be in all of this. But I am, I don't actually even know my rank in doTERRA. I just know that I work really hard every month to, meet the little goals that I make for myself, which I love that Jenn has talked about, like make a specific goal and go for that. So right now my goals are based on like oil volume, but I'm not a diamond or anything like that. So all of my tips come from like busy mom trying to make it all work. I know we're all busy, so I'm happy to share all of these hacks that work for you, and hopefully at least one of them is new. So the first one I want to talk about is time blocking. And I have been like staunchly against like time blocking, and no, I'm creative, and no, I don't want to be like held down or tied down. I want to be spontaneous. And then on Sundays, I started time blocking for my family, and I have 5 kids that are very active in all kinds of activities. And my husband works in healthcare in emergency departments. And so his schedule is crazy. And I was like, I've got to do something. Otherwise, my business is going to fall through the cracks. And I love how that's something that Jenn talked about last week about if you want this to work, you have to have work hours. Like you have to have business hours and you have to schedule them. So I took that to heart a couple years ago when I first heard her say that. And I started time blocking. So I am going to share my screen with you, I think. I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay. Oh, here we go.
So if you go to the bottom, yep, just hit the green, and then the page that you want to share.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Okay. Does this look like it? You can see my Google Calendar. So
yes. Yep.
Okay. So on Sundays, I sit in my bed, I put a great show on the TV, and I am in my jammies with my snacks, and I spend a couple hours mapping out the whole week. This includes what we're having for dinner every day. It includes my grocery order with all the stuff. And I add on here like what we're having for dinner with a link to the menu so anybody can make it. It's not just on me. And my husband loves to cook, so that is helpful. And then I make sure that I have all of the things that I really want to make sure I accomplish on there. Obviously, appointments, when to pick up my kids with reminders. Yes, with reminder set. When I want to work out, all that kind of stuff. So that's on there. But most importantly, when I work for Jenn, when I do my own doTERRA stuff, and it's mapped out and it's in there. And then you can set every like scheduling thing is different, but in Google Calendar, which is this program, you can set it so it reminds you via email or text messages or on your screen, whatever. It can do it all. So I set yes, remind me a half hour before, remind me 10 minutes before, so that I don't forget and I can stay on target. And really what I've noticed is that it has freed up more space for me to be creative because I know what's on my plate, if that even makes sense. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is, let's see if I can stop sharing. The next thing I want to talk about, so the first one is time blocking, and use it on a calendar, put it in on a calendar, mark off your time when you're going to work. My second thing is, I don't know about you, but like people that I am working with will message me, and usually they are asking the same questions. So, hey, I'm feeling depressed, or my son is feeling depressed. What kind of things could I do to help? to help him. And so I have a note on my phone. I don't know if you guys use your phone like this, but notes on my phone, I have so many. And I have one that's labeled depression, and I have a generic answer. Here's what I found. Copaiba has helped, a couple of my neighbors, but adaptive capsules are really what is, and here's why they work. And a little quote about GABA, is that how you say it? GABA. And how that is similar to like some other anti-anxiety medications. And then I have my referral link already in there in a note on my phone. So a hurdle for me is like somebody says, hey, I have a question about this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to find 20 minutes to sit down and like pull the link and get the info and put it together in a text message that doesn't sound like a robot, So if it's already saved in my phone and I can just go copy and paste, then I look like a freaking hero, right? Like I know my stuff. So that's another tip that I have, is save it on your phone so you can do it on the fly, so you can do it while you're waiting for appointments. You can do it in the carpool lane, whenever. I always have my phone with me when it's not lost in my house somewhere. So that is an easy place for me to store those things. But if you are, for instance, on your computer more, and it makes more sense to have it on your computer, save a folder on your desktop or something with common responses. Okay. So I am a visual person, so I like to share graphics or like visual things with my contacts or my potential clients. And Jenn is similar, so I do a lot of graphics for her too. So I use programs where I can go into a graphic that I've already created and just tweak a couple things. So instead of starting from scratch every time, I start with like the bare bones and change a date or change a title or add a little thing into it. So there's a couple programs that I recommend. One that I've used for years and years and years and years and years is called PicMonkey, PIC Monkey. It has lots of free options, and I can show you what that looks like. Let's switch over to all right, so here is like a hub in PicMonkey, and you can see these are all graphics that I've made for Jenn, or that I also use to text people, or, like oil backgrounds that I really like that I can just add text on top of to send out. So it makes it a little more appealing to whoever you're messaging or reaching out to. But I don't have to start from scratch. I can start from, oh, hey, I sent this out for BOGOs last time. And I still have the graphic. And so I'm just going to change a couple things. BOGO week is coming, and I change the dates of when it's coming instead of, okay, I got to go in and I'm going to start from scratch and make a BOGO thing. So let me show you one that I love to send, if it will load here. So like this says, it's BOGO week. You guys do this with your mouse while you're waiting? Like it's going to speed it up. If I move my mouse, it's going to speed it up. So I can just edit these things right here, like what to do if you have an account, if you don't have an account, and it's easy just to click on and change. There's a bunch of different apps that do this. Canva is another one that you could go in and save. They have some free options. I used to blog. I started blogging in like 2008, and this is something that I just know really fast. So do something that makes intuitive sense to you, and then you can just save them in folders, and it's so easy to go in, and it just saves some time, right? Like nobody wants to start from scratch. All right.
Have you heard of doTERRA Social?
Yes, I use that for a bunch of Jenn stuff too. And
yeah, that's what I use. And it's like the same premise as this. I love it. It's so simple.
Yes. And you can just click in and schedule it where you want to go.
Schedule it all out. Yeah.
Yes. And I also like can see like what the pattern is, if that makes sense. This is maybe a little too nitty gritty as a content creator, but like in February, I want all of Jenn's content to be like pinks and reds. And then in March, I want them to be like greens, because it ties in with the holidays or whatever. And your brain just kind of goes there, and it makes a little bit of a, I don't know, like a theme. And maybe it's just for me, but whatever, it keeps me interested in the work that I'm doing. So yeah, doTERRA social, I have loved doing that. I don't, in my personal business, most of my contacts come from like my social media. So I like to put graphics on my social media, or I also speaking of social media, I'm going to share a couple tips about that. Do any of you do Instagram marketing?
No, I'm strictly Facebook right now, but I'm working with an affiliate marketing company too, to get, like they're handling all of my website, my marketing, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
But Instagram, I mean, I'm 32. I should be versed in this kind of stuff, but Instagram scares me.
Okay, so it doesn't have to. I feel like Instagram compared to Facebook, I feel like Instagram is less formal, especially in the stories option. So the stories, I get way more interaction than I do in any of my other platforms, which is so interesting to me. So if you ever start your Instagram account, you can go in and you can see what you have posted in the past. So you would have like every month I do a shout out that says, hey, it's time to renew your order for hand sanitizer, right? Because I don't want anybody to be without hand sanitizer, especially right now, right? So I will go into what I posted last month, and I can just press it and post it again. Like I don't have to scroll through my phone to find it. I don't have to save it anywhere. It's already in my story. So I call this recycling Instagram stories, and people know like, oh, when I see that graphic, this is what it means and this is what it says. So that's worked out well for me. And I've had a lot of people, I have sold so much hand sanitizer in the last year, I don't even know how to process it. Like I am probably, responsible for the shortage. Okay. So my fifth tip is also goes back to your phone. And hopefully your clients and potential clients are messaging you. But in my photos folder, if I go to albums, I have an album that is specifically for doTERRA. So in here I keep, okay, this is what my starter kit looks like. This is some simple swaps. This is how many bottles you get out of the cleaner concentrate. Simple things that people are asking a lot that I can show in a graphic. This is the bath bomb recipe, like things that I get asked over and over again. I save it in a doTERRA folder, photos folder on my phone for easy access to just shoot out through text messages. All right, speaking of text messages, this is tip number 6. Text marketing has saved my bacon this year, and it has been so exciting. Grace, I don't know how to unmute you. Oh, you unmute yourself? I unmute you? I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, did you have a question about text marketing?
Oh, no, did you see that I had raised my hand?
Yeah. I'm behind.
Yeah, that was just, it was about the doTERRA social.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys know or follow Michelle Cannon? She's a Blue Diamond, and she has a very popular Instagram marketing account. Anyway, she shares about her family. She's adorable. She's relatable. I feel like I know her. I've never met her, right? So that's like, she's very informal, funny. I love her. So, and great oil information, and obviously successful, right? She's a Blue Diamond. Well, she and a couple other Blue Diamonds, I think, have started a text marketing company. And when I first saw her post about it, I was like, this feels like me. And, and I've seen like all the things, right? Because I do stuff for Jenn. So I get messages that are meant for her, and I've seen it all. But I was like, but this one feels like me. So I got into it, and it's called Project Broadcast. They're moving platforms in a couple weeks, but I thought maybe I would spend just a hot minute and show you why this has worked, and maybe text marketing through any company, anything you can find would work for you. So let me show you why I like it. This company is called Project Broadcast. And for example, this morning, in 14 minutes, I put together a text and I sent it to 100 people. And you can make it so their first name is in it. It goes straight to their email, or straight to their phone, like their text message. You can add a graphic to it. So let's see, this one, your faces are covering this, so I'm going to move this over. So don't miss out on the free On Guard collection. I'm dropping into your text to remind you about the freebies because they're that good. If you've already ordered this month, message me. I can help you still get them, just as a reminder. And then I send a tip every week if it's not a promo. So I try to keep in touch every week, and I let them know, hey, if they order from me or they send me a message, or they're my neighbor who's like, hey, can I buy tea tree from you or whatever? I'm like, hey, you know what? I let everybody know about all the deals and all the promos through my work phone number. Can I add you? I text like once a week, and it's always high quality stuff. Like, I'm never going to spam you. And I've only had 2 people say no, and I have hundreds and hundreds of contacts. So it's a quick way for me to be able to send out a personal message that sounds like me to somebody's phone in a matter of minutes. And they have an app, so you can do it, while you're waiting for an appointment, while you're on the phone or whatever you can do, or on your computer. I don't know, whatever. You can multitask with the app and send messages from your phone. So you can, those graphics that you save to that folder on your phone are right there, ready for you to send out. Like, I wanted to talk about a simple swap. If you're having a hard time finding cleaning stuff right now, hey, the cleaner concentrate is awesome. And also, like, you can fill 14 spray bottles with it. And then I send the graphic of like 14 spray bottles, like, just so they can get a visual of it. And then people are like, oh, hey, how do I get that? And that starts the conversation. And it's because they have a question. So that has worked really well for me, and has been something that I can do so fast. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is to send or like hire out things that you're not good at. And this was a game changer for me mentally. So like, I'm not good at cleaning my house and my house is a train wreck because we have lots of people that live here. So I hire that out. And it's something that, like, it's like a gift that I give myself. So if building your website, for example, is not your jammy jam, you hire that out and have somebody who it's not going to take much longer than it would for you to do it for you. Or, graphics creation or whatever it is, hire it out so that you can maximize your time. And for me, that was, I don't want to clean my house. I'd rather be creative on my computer. And I could do that because of the income that I have been able to make.
I miss my cleaning lady.
Yes. I mean,
I need to get to a point where I can bring her back.
Yes. And that's one of my work goals. So like when Jenn talked about last week, like, have a monetary goal or a rank goal or something like that you're working towards. And she talked about how for her, she wanted her oils to be able to pay for themselves. And I was like, well, for me, I want my lady to be able to come and help me get this train wreck under control. So, and maybe is something that could motivate you too. Like, oh, hey, I really want to hire out this texting, whatever. So I want to make sure that I make enough with my doTERRA business to cover that. And then it helps you push towards that because you're like, I really don't want to scrub toilets, or I really don't want to send text messages or whatever. So anyway, that was a currency that worked for me. I was like, if I don't work and plan out when I'm going to work my doTERRA business, I'm going to have to scrub toilets. And I can't do that in my current mental state. Anyway, so those are 7 quick tips. Hopefully at least one of those were new or something that was like, oh, I'm going to look more into that. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or I will let you get on with your day.
I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to check out Project Broadcast. That's going to be really beneficial. But you said that you do a lot of Jenn's, like you manage her website and do that kind of stuff. Is that something that you like, someone can hire you out for type of thing? Yeah.
So I have 3 clients right now that I write for, and really that's writing is my actual job. So like Jenn's one of my clients. I have an adoption agency that I write for, and then I have a lady where I'm ghostwriting a book for her. So they're kind of all over the place, but Jenn is my biggest client. So I do, all of her website and her graphics. And if you follow her on, or if you get her emails, then you probably recognize those graphics that were in my Pick Monkey. So, So if you need help with any of that, I can help you. Shoot me a message. But it's
the company that I'm wanting to work with, because they're with the affiliate marketing side of it. It's pricey, but I'm hoping that it'll in turn be worth it as an investment.
And affiliate marketing is awesome. Like awesome. There's a lot of residual income that can come from that. And I think that if people could start from, this is the blogging part of me clicking on, if like influencers can see that doTERRA does have an affiliate program, basically like you can buy retail, you sell the retail, and then you get a percentage back on that. It could be huge. I don't know why people haven't clicked in.
I didn't even, it was something that I just stumbled upon, and then just signed up with them and I'm going through like the training and the roadmap and everything. And I'm on the website building part of it right now.
Cool.
So then like I have like a products tab, which is the affiliate marketing products. And then I have a work with me tab, which people can apply and funnel out to work with me with doTERRA.
Nice. So does it have like a built-in funnel prompts or emails or something? That's amazing.
It's got a landing page. It has a thank you page. But it's just, I'm not tech savvy like that. So I'm like, help.
Well, and funnels are like a whole different ball game. Like you have to, it feels like calculus. Like you have to, okay, so if I take a left here, then we have
to. Exactly. Yeah. I know nothing about it. So.
Well, that's why that's what I mean. Tip number 7, hire it out. If you're going to spend like 1 bazillion hours trying to figure it out.
Exactly. Or 3 weeks to have it be perfect and professional and do what it's intended to do.
So then that's a currency that works for you. Totally agree.
That was it.
Well, hit me up. I'm easy to find, or send Jenn an email and it will get to me. Or a Facebook message. If you have any questions, and I'm happy to help however I can, and happy time saving. Hopefully we're out 5 minutes early. So look at this time. All this time.
The kids can go to sleep now.
Thank you, Lindsey.
Thank you so much.
You bet. See you guys.
All right. Bye.